So right now, Game of Thrones Season 8 is currently in pre-production. But what's really exciting is that the show begins filming in October. And this is really big news because Game of Thrones is shooting so soon. We're getting a lot of news coming up about the upcoming season. And these details are very significant, and it makes me so excited for the next season to come. So first of all, the shooting schedule. The shooting schedule is actually going to be longer than usual. They're going to be filming from October all the way into August. So that pretty much guarantees that we're going to be getting a delayed Game of Thrones season. Because Game of Thrones consistently releases late spring, early summer. But because the show is done in August, we may be getting Game of Thrones in fall 2018 or spring 2019. And because of the very long filming schedule, it makes you really question why it's taking so long. This season is only going to be 6 episodes. However, it has come out that these episodes will possibly be feature length. That's an hour and a half long, each episode. And the budget was just announced for this season. Season 8 will cost HBO about $15 million per episode. Just to put that in a bit of perspective, Season 6 cost about $10 million per episode. And if you want to look at action sequences, Blackwater from Season 2 cost about $8 million to produce. While the exact price for Battle of the Bastards and Hardhome was not released, it sits probably under $15 million to produce. And I think they could use this money in many different ways. First of all, they could keep the same hour to hour and 10 minute length per episode. However, they dump more money into every minute shown. So that would result in seeing more Ghost. Because I know we've all missed Ghost, seeing more dragons. And we got a hint of that in Season 7. The show went in the direction of being cinematic in every way possible. We always got the long shot of the castle. We always got a big shot of the dragon. And I think the same will be with this season. However, I think they're going to take the remainder of that budget and expand the episode length. I think it's safe to say that the episodes will sit around an hour to an hour and 30 every single episode to close off the series. And I think that is a big adjustment to what we're used to because Game of Thrones still has 50-minute episodes. And the longest Game of Thrones episode so far is 80 minutes. So I think we will most definitely be seeing a 90-minute episode, if not more than one. But next, I have to talk about the director lineup that has been confirmed for this season, and this is big news, and I couldn't be happier with it. So as I said before, Season 8 is 6 episodes long, and there are 3 directors to fill in these 6 episodes. And I made a video about Season 7 back in the past talking about its directors, and I was not satisfied. I can say with this news, I couldn't be more happier, and I would have picked these directors for myself. And the 3 directors that are chosen are Miguel Sapochnik, David Nutter, and Dan and D.B. Weiss. Now these names to me speak quality, starting with Miguel Sapochnik. It's been said that he's going to direct 3 episodes for Game of Thrones Season 8. And this is the guy who brought us The Gift from Season 5, Hardhome from Season 5, one of the best White Walker action sequences that we have seen to date. It was the first time we saw a White Walker massacre, and it was the first time we saw Jon kill one of them. In my opinion, up to Season 5, it was the best action sequences that I have seen in the show so far. And Miguel Sapochnik proved that he's a very gifted, action-oriented director. In Hardhome, he single-handedly built up one character and made us really love and appreciate her, and then killed her in that episode. And that is so important as a director to take what has been on the script and make it so meaningful and impactful on the screen. But then Miguel Sapochnik was brought back for Season 6, and you can tell why. He proved himself that he can direct drama, and he can direct action. So the producers of the show brought him back for Battle of the Bastards and Winds of Winter, the episode 9 and episode 10 of Season 6. And in my personal opinion, these are the best 2 episodes of Game of Thrones we've ever gotten. Battle of the Bastards featured the best dragon action sequence in my opinion, as well as a build-up and a battle for the bastards. We got a lot of great dramatic scenes, as well as unbelievable choreographed action. And on top of that, Miguel Sapochnik has proved that he's very good at subtlety. Little things like putting a barrier between Jon and Sansa, foreshadowing what's to come in Season 7. Holding on the window when the Septa Baelor blew up until Tommen jumps out of it. These are director cues that Miguel Sapochnik came up with. So I am extremely excited to see him direct 3 episodes of the last season of Game of Thrones. And now moving on to David Nutter. David Nutter has directed a lot more than Miguel Sapochnik. He directed The Old Gods and the New and A Man Without Honor from Season 2, The Reigns of Castamere and Misa from Season 3, and The Dance of Dragons and Mother's Mercy from Season 5. And what's so significant about David Nutter is that he's great at directing drama. The Reigns of Castamere was a penultimate episode but hardly featured any action. It just featured the dramatic end to Robb Stark's war. And he conveyed such a pinnacle part in the show amazingly and showed the drama between Catelyn and Robb. And he did a really good job at emphasizing that betrayal. And then he moved on to direct Misa, which is episode 10 of season 3. And he wrapped up season 3 very well. And then because he proved himself so much with drama, the producers of the show gave him episode 9 and episode 10 of season 5. The reason this is so significant too is because the Dance of Dragons, when Daenerys rides a dragon for the first time, it's a scene that actually isn't action-oriented. It's a penultimate episode, like the Reigns of Castamere, that focuses in on the drama of being rescued by a dragon and the drama of watching Jorah fight and potentially not making it out. If you look at season 5 as a whole, the huge action set piece was episode 8, Hardhome, and that was given to Miguel Sapochnik. And then David Nutter directed the follow-up, The Dance of Dragons. He's directed the dragons before. He's proven that he can do the drama, and he can wrap things up very well. He's the one who directed Jon Snow's death. So I think both of these directors have offered so much to the table. And they are both very strong dramatic directors, as well as action-oriented directors. And the most important thing is that these directors have worked well together. Miguel Sapochnik released Hardhome, and then David Nutter followed him up with The Dance of Dragons. So I love hearing this news where Miguel Sapochnik directs 3 episodes, and David Nutter directs 2 episodes. And I think what's going to happen is David Nutter is going to direct episode 1 and episode 2, really build up the drama to the overall season and raise the stakes, just as he has done with his previous works. And then Miguel Sapochnik is going to direct episode 3, 4, and 5. He's going to bring the spectacle, like he has brought with Hardhome, Battle of the Bastards, and Winds of Winter. And then you're going to have the producers of the show, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, direct the finale of the series. And I think it makes a lot of sense for them to direct their last outing of Game of Thrones. And before you guys doubt them, they have proven themselves in the director's chair. They have directed 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. One of them is The Walk of Punishment, where Jaime loses his hand. And the second episode they directed is more telling. They directed the season premiere of season 4. And in my personal opinion, that season premiere was one of my favorites of the overall show. And I think the producers deserve a shot at closing the curtain on the show that they brought to life. But that is it, everybody, on all the news for Game of Thrones Season 8. I'm going to be coming out with another news video tomorrow because so much has dropped. Please let me know if you like the director choice. Please let me know if you're satisfied with the budget of the show. And please leave a like down below for me. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.